Okay, here we are again, and yes, it's another rifle. This should be the M1 Carbine. It is an original World War II M1 Carbine. Originally, Winchester started making these, and then they couldn't supply as many to the war effort, so it went out, the contract went out to all kinds of different manufacturers. And this one happens to be from inland. They had them from not only Winchester, they had them. Rockola Jukebox were making these guns. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? It looks like they stuck it in a case. They did. Holy cow. I've never had one delivered in a case before. That's what's really weird. Yep, that's definitely my order. So, I'm thinking this one must have been cleaned up pretty good. What did they say? Of course, I don't know how to open it. Let's see. All right, here we go. Okay, flip it over. The box out of my way. All right. Wow. I didn't know they even sent it in a case. That is hard to believe. I didn't buy it in a case. Okay, there's their... Alright, already... No, it's not a crack. Oh yeah. Huh. I'll be doggone. Comes with a clip already in it. And let's see. And looks like it's got an original web sling on it. I see no cracks. It's definitely more than I expected. That's for sure. I didn't expect to get it in a case. But I guess, like they said, this is what you get for very good condition for $1,300 is what I paid for it. If you look, a lot of places sell these for like $2,500. So I was just lucky I was able to find it when I did. Okay, so they're using that to make sure that show you the barrel, the bore is empty. That's why they have those in there. And wow, yeah, that's interesting. I'm kind of surprised. That case, that's not a cheap case either, which is kind of surprising. Okay, the sight's there. Everything seems to be original. Let's see. What we got for release on that? There's a button, and there's a release. And that's a... This is supposed to be a, what? I don't know how many rounds it's supposed to be. I think it's actually only a single round, I think. I do have another clip coming anyway, just in case. But, wow. It operates smoothly. It does not, I repeat, does not have cosmoline on it at all. There is none. And supposedly this is one that came from Ethiopia as well. Let's see, inland should be a mark on it somewhere. It says inland on it. Well, I don't see it. Sure is around there somewhere. Let's see. On the barrel? Nope. Not there. Oh. See, normally it would have been right here where the sight is right now. I would have seen a serial number and everything else, but I don't see anything. I don't see any serial number at all. Huh. Well, anyway, so I'll have to take a look and see what I can find. Let's see what we got here. And what's this say? Okay, M1 Carbine, serial number 3836994. Well, where is the 383? I don't know. I don't see it. Well, I can tell you right now, this is not going to take any cleaning at all. You know, when this thing was developed, a lot of controversy was around at the time, and the story was that Marshall Williams, better known as Carbine Williams, made this in prison, or came up with the idea in prison. And supposedly, the story goes that, well, he was with a bunch of other moonshiners, and the feds came in there, and I guess they were shooting back and forth at each other. They have no idea who killed the federal agent, but somebody did. And they nabbed Marsh Williams for it. And he spent about 13 years, I think, of a life sentence in prison. And I guess they had him working in the prison, I guess as a mechanic, basically, because he did work on a lot of mechanical things. And he worked on this. The idea was at the time to come up with a short stroke piston that would drop, and that would let the gas tube feed more the next round into the chamber. And that's what this was. And he always said the funny thing was that a gun got him in prison, and a gun got him out. But they said he took you can believe this one, he took an axle, hand made a barrel for it, then out of a I think a fence timber or whatever it was, he carved it down for the stock, and then he made all the other internal pieces and stuff. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it through that hole at all. There was that spring inside there. But anyway, as it was, 6 million of these were made during World War II. That's how many got sent over. And they were used, they had the folding stock as well for the paratroopers, used to use those. And mostly, like even in the, where my dad was in the combat engineers, those guys would have one of these, because let's face it, an M1 Garand weighs almost twice what one of these does. And you see what that weighs? Well, it's pretty light. It weighs about 6 pounds. M1 Garand, fully loaded, would weigh well over 10, probably closer to 12 pounds by the time it was loaded. But yeah, so very interesting rifle, in really nice shape. Normally these were Parkerized. This one's not, it's blued. And it's not a new bluing job, it's an original one, looks like. So all I'm going to do is just clean the stock up and clean the metal parts, and probably take it partially apart and take a look at everything. But other than that, there it is. That's your M1 Carbine. So, okay. It arrived in perfect condition. There you go.